I wish I had the confidence of guys who accept those bot friend requests on Facebook. Like, I want the confidence of a guy that's like, of course she wants to be my friend.
I get it.
They're hot as shit, and I'm so damn cool. What do you mean this is fake? And right now, your challenge jar, he used the word challenge jar.
Oh my
God.
God.
So full. In my neurotic state, I was like, okay, so clearly this was a whoopsie daisy on God's end. Oh, God, hey, can this guy be pissing the bed right now? And then God's like, dude, this is going to overflow the challenge jar. He's going to himself. Like, cut the line.
I have to know. Have you smashed in the Prius yet?
No, I did. I feel like car sex is supposed to be unplanned and spontaneous. If you like get into the car and there's already a bed, that's scary.
Yeah. Yo, the fuck? We took a picture of the setup, and I don't know. Maybe we threw it in the podcast, but we were just like, this is the most just fucking bummy. Like, we're stacking DVDs and movies and like cereal boxes to make a tripod for the camera,
just to get it to the right
just to
height.
just to get it right there and be able to film. And
a tripod's like $15.
Yeah, we were just like, I don't even know why. Did you like? You weren't living here, so you just didn't bring it. And like, I was like, fuck it, we're gonna tough it out.
Yeah,
like,
why did we do that? It was when I was still like, I was in California. I was in a content house, and then I came home for a wedding.
House?
Yeah.
What is that?
You don't know what a content house is?
No, is that just like a house where people record podcasts in?
Yeah, like a TikTok house. Like a TikTok house, basically.
Oh my God.
Or my headphones. Oh my goodness. You guys, how's your headphone?
Can you hear all of us?
Are you good?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, can you hear? Am I
can
good?
Hear you. Yep.
Okay, cool. Content house.
I just like my shit a little loud just because, I don't know, helps me out. But yeah, I lived in this like content house where it was just like a bunch of TikTokers. I was on the production team, but it was still like, it was sick. But I came in town and then why was that? Why did we?
You were getting your wedding.
Oh yeah.
At a wedding.
I was at a wedding and I just only brought like my camera.
Yeah.
And the mics I left with you.
Yep.
So that we were just like run and gun, whatever we had, the bare minimum to shoot. So, which is, I don't know. Like I said, when people ask me like, oh, what do I need for a podcast? I'm like,
do you have a phone?
You have a phone,
yeah. I can tell you have an iPhone because of our text messages.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got everything.
One of your iPhones does the audio, the other one records it.
Yep.
I mean, even when we first got these mics, it was literally, I got them off of Facebook Marketplace, and there was this mom who's like, I got them for my daughter who said she was going to start a podcast, and then she didn't. And I was just like,
I'm the daughter you never had.
Like, how is the daughter like? I feel like in this situation, the daughter's like 14. She's like, I want to.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know.
I want to have a.
You're not buying like your 30-year-old daughter podcast equipment.
Isn't that crazy
she has to
think
be young.
about that? Like, as like a 14-year-old now, there's 14-year-olds and children who are like, I want to be a podcaster.
Yeah.
And like,
I want to be a TikTok celebrity.
yeah, like, okay, I guess
I want to live in a content house.
Yeah, I guess I'll get you a ring light and tripod.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, dude, I'd be cool with that as long as it's not like an OnlyFans, like the lights for OnlyFans. You know what I mean? I'd be like, dude, start all the podcasts you want.
What, James? You don't have an OnlyFans?
No, I'm just kidding. OnlyFans are cool.
I'd pay for your OnlyFans.
Thank you. I'd pay for all the boys' OnlyFans. All the boys eat.
Question: Has a comedian done like a naked OnlyFans?
Yeah, there are comedians who have OnlyFans. Matt Rife is probably the most notable.
He has an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
But is he? I'm saying like you go up and you fucking like, so like. The traffic on the 94 was crazy, right?
Like you put stand up on OnlyFans? There's probably people that do that.
I was saying like naked stand up on OnlyFans.
Naked stand up on OnlyFans.
Comedian.
Wow.
You're just like blowing some girl's back out and being like, yo, the fucking.
That would be insane.
You know how your dick doesn't work sometimes?
That isn't one of those times, brother.
I love, we had the same thought though. We for a long time, we wanted to be like,
I want to say I support sex workers.
Oh yeah,
I do want to say
100%.
that.
Easy.
100%.
That's a guarantee.
No, we were like, our thing. We were like #1 podcast on OnlyFans as like a bit, and I was like, and we eventually wanted to do like a Patreon type thing, and I was like, dude, we were both like, let's OnlyFans. Like that's hilarious. That like, OnlyFans has a stigma of like just for like what it's, you know.
Yeah.
But like, it'd be hilarious if like we just had our podcast there.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, it's called OnlyFans.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
only
well,
your fans go on there.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to do with porn technically at all.
Well,
Exactly.
but tell that to Instagram.
and
Because
so we got our Instagram suspended. Two of them suspended because we had in there #1 podcast on OnlyFans.
Yep.
Zuck, what
Yeah,
are you doing?
I know.
Well, there was like a period, I think it was like, when did it happen? Like 2021, like all of 2021 when OnlyFans was really taking off.
Yeah.
Like Zuck and Instagram just took a hard stance against
But
sex
now, like,
workers. Now they don't give a fuck.
Now they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because they got bullied into it, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's just not going to go away.
Yeah,
And it's very prevalent on other apps. And other apps have like lessened their restrictions on it. So like
there's always just been porn on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
like Reddit.
that's like my thing on here is I'm like, I exclusively watch porn on Twitter.
Really?
That's like that's the only place I watch porn, and that's the only thing I use Twitter for.
It's X now.
I will never fucking call it that. Are you kidding me?
What if they added 2 more X's? You always use it for porn anyways.
It's been X videos for me for a while.
It's been XXX for you.
Elon's just catching up.
Elon's taking some of my fucking IP on that.
Yeah. He's like, well, the most common search is porn.
So might as well.
What about a black logo with an X?
Mm-hmm.
And then every year we'll add 1 more X.
Yeah.
Eventually there's just 24 X's. Hey guys, really quick, we got James Stanley on. Welcome back to The Last Drop.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah, this guy is a fucking phenomenal comedian. Came across him first time opening up for Jeffrey Asmus, who we also had on the podcast. And
Jeff rules.
Here's the thing. I wasn't blackout. I was like brownout where like
Yeah.
I remember there were jokes and I remember they were funny, but if you gunned to my head were like, tell me one of the jokes that that James said, I would have been like, But I remember it was funny. I remember you called out Jacob.
That's like
I totally
Jacob.
forgot that you roasted one of our friends. You
Did I?
Yeah.
What did I say?
I don't remember, but like the only crowd work you did for that podcast, it was our buddy Jacob
For the
who
show?
also does the podcast.
Yeah, for the show.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
And that's
yeah,
for-
I'm not a big heavy crowd work guy, especially when I'm like just featuring.
Really?
Actually, not really at all. I don't like doing crowd work that much.
Okay.
Saw Jacob though. And I was like, oh, easy.
This guy.
Yeah, I guess for that. I mean, I also I don't know. I guess I forget when I do crowd work. So
Yeah. Well, Jeffrey, I know, has this thing around if you're an opener, like one piece of crowd work maybe, but anything more, it's like you're stealing, like, I don't know, crowd work. I guess,
I would agree. That's like, it's like the headliner show, you know?
Yeah.
And if they don't want you to do crowd work though, it is on them to like let you know.
Oh,
And
okay.
I know headliners
Totally.
do that. Like
Interesting.
headliners that have like heavy crowd work sets.
Yeah.
Will
Well,
sometimes be
Yeah.
like, hey, can you just guys not do crowd work? But as a host, and you probably shouldn't do crowd work anyways, and then featuring, you know, it's the headliner show.
Like I know, I feel like not James. What's the name of the guy that opened for, or not opened, was the host for you guys?
Ira.
Ira.
Yeah.
Ira did crowd work, but like you said, like the host, that's
Yeah.
kind of their responsibility is to
Yeah.
get the crowd going. But it wasn't crowd work like what Jeffrey and other comedians
it's not engaged.
do.
It's just like you comment on something that happened. That's not like crowd work.
Yeah.
Crowd
Yeah.
work is like going in and like, you know, talking
Yeah.
to the audience and then like connecting it and making
Yeah.
jokes within that.
What about crowd work do you not like? Because I
don't not like it. I just personally don't feel like I'm that good at it sometimes.
okay.
Like I
Okay.
feel like, you know, it's like you can't get good at crowd work unless you keep doing it. You
Totally.
know? And
Yeah.
just like stand up, it's like it's just a different muscle to flex. I don't not like it. I just I don't know. I'm like, just listen to my jokes, dude. These are
Yeah.
better. These are better
prepared
than
these
any
for you.
dumb thing I'm going to say about your job. You know?
Totally.
I worked really hard on these. If you guys could just
Yeah.
just
I
listen
mean,
to
if something
these.
naturally happens, I'll like riff
Yeah.
on it and do like I have like a couple crowd work clips on my like social media stuff, but it's not something I like go in trying to do.
Totally.
You know, if it happens, it happens. If somebody yells something and I like talk to them for a little bit and it is funny, then you know that's tight.
Keep it
It's
keep
going
it
on
pretty
the reels.
organic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, what do you do for work? give me something.
Yeah.
And then whatever they say, I'm just like, well fuck that.
Yeah.
That's like 90% of Crowdwork clips.
I don't think you did any crowd work when I saw you headlining at Comedy Corner.
I didn't do any Crowdwork headlining.
I would be very interested because I think you could.
Which is rare. Not a lot of people headline now anymore without doing Crowdwork.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Yeah.
almost like, well, I think it's kind of what we talked about where the crowd work is a way to, if you have good crowd work, you can turn it into a social clip and it's just unique, right? Like when people go to your show, they're not like, oh, I saw this on his Instagram already.
Yeah.
And therefore,
Because you're not burning material.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Crowdwork clips.
yeah, totally. Totally.
Jeffrey's really good at crowd work.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like
Jeffrey's good. Yeah.
He's got
Jeffrey's
it dialed.
great.
He's got
Yeah.
it dialed pretty well.
So funny, so sharp.
yeah.
Is it funny? I like the more I think about our conversation with Jeffrey, the more I'm like, I would love to go to an open mic and just try to do crowd work for 5 minutes. Like fall on my face or fucking succeed.
Yeah.
That almost interests me more than like sitting there and being like, okay, let me connect this joke.
That would be really funny. Just somebody going to an open mic here in like anywhere for the first time with like a camera crew.
Yeah.
And then just like farming
is
for
Netflix
Crowdwork
here?
clips. Yeah.
Kind of. No.
That actually be
It's like a shitty bar open
Yeah.
mic.
Wait,
there's
that
like
actually-
8 people kind of listening. But like then you filmed that
Huge
happening.
HD
That would be
camera
funny.
just-
That'd be so funny.
I think it would be a crazy YouTube video to be like,
Yeah.
I went to 10 open mics and did like 50 minutes of crowd work, like
Yeah.
something like a YouTube video.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
very
yeah.
YouTube brain
Yeah.
type of guy.
I
and-
feel like I think it's funny to film that, like the camera crew and that happening and be like, do it like the guy's doing it like as a bit. Like he knows
Yeah.
this is like totally the dumbest thing
Yeah.
to do ever. But it's like
And he's kind of
he's like doing a character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's
like
like,
a Ron
Totally.
Burgundy,
Yeah.
like knowing that it's just not gonna
Yeah.
pan out.
but the
still
audience
doing
is
it.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like someone like Jeffrey could just go up there and like,
Well, Jeffrey could, I think.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, if I went out there, it'd be everyone would be like, "So where do you work?" Be like, "That's fucking dumb."
Yeah. Oh, you're
Why
a
aren't you laughing?
veterinarian?
Yeah, your mom.
but you like fuck dogs or something.
Yeah. Everyone just be like, "Dude, it's okay."
James, would you rather pretend you're a cat and have to give everyone in the room a tongue bath or post a family photo on Facebook where everyone is naked?
How old is the family photo?
Why?
Do you
Like,
have
can
one?
Actually, I have one where like me and my siblings are like in the tub together.
Okay, okay,
That's like half a
that's
family
good, that's
photo,
good.
but we're
Not
all
that,
naked,
not
you know?
that.
I'm talking like you like family reunion photo,
Yeah.
but everyone is
Oh,
just
definitely
butt-ass
the
naked.
cat.
Definitely the cat.
That's the winner, right? No one's gonna be like, I want to actually get my entire family naked, do a photo shoot, and then post it online.
But
That's so much more insane.
I mean, but Zemmy doesn't shower, so like,
You'd have to. I think you'd have to do asshole.
yeah,
Wait,
you'd have
what
to
was,
like do
what was
every-
the cat one again?
It was
just lick people.
pretend you're a cat and give everyone in the room a tongue bath. So I guess the question is, what is a tongue bath?
Yeah, would you lick a couple
I
people?
watched-
Or would
cat?
you?
I wash my bum when I shower.
No, my
so-
roommate has a cat though.
Okay, have you ever seen them just like they get in there, bro? They're
Yeah, they're
fucking.
They're down in that bit. Yeah.
So they do.
That was an excellent.
and then the
Yeah.
hair and the hair's like this.
Yeah.
I thought you were a cat there for a second.
Dude, I already did it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
you're well versed in cat baths. So that was pretty easy. There
if
was
it
no.
if it weren't for the bald
Dude,
thing,
I study them.
totally
I get really
could've-
high and I just stare at cats.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I have a cat, so
They're
I
great.
also.
How do you stay so clean without showering?
Yeah. Wait, if you lick up the dirt, how it's like I feel like it's like taking a bath. It's like
It's-
you're bathing in your own filth. It's like you're licking yourself. How is that clean? You're like licking dirt and then going to another part of your body and then just reapplying
Like,
the
yeah.
dirt and now it's wet.
Yeah, I don't.
You know,
I mean, I
it's-
feel like for
I feel
humans,
like it's getting worse.
it probably works for cats somehow.
Absolutely,
like something
yeah,
about
absolutely.
But for humans, you're right. Like it would just be like, let me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised you're worried about the dirt, sweat, like.
Yeah,
Like,
you're getting into
Yeah,
the
I
gooch.
mean, yeah.
You come across like a dude is in
Cats
the room
don't like
who
lick
doesn't-
each other's buttholes though.
but they lick their own. So
Yeah.
you kind of.
So you'd
Yeah.
you'd be licking other people.
I feel like they do lick each other's buttholes sometimes.
Cats
like,
will lick each other. I think they'll like groom each other, but I
Yeah.
don't think they lick each other's buttholes. I don't think that's part of the process.
do
I
cats
think that's
lick
like
each
another
other's
thing.
buttholes?
Yeah, seriously. Another thing to add.
Maybe they'll do like a little. little nose touch and little taste.
Yeah.
You know, but that's like I don't think it's a grooming thing. I think it's like a dog, like a greeting thing, you know?
Do cats eat ass?
Yeah.
Oh man. No, okay. Now we have to think about what would make you do the other one, like post the family picture naked. I think I could see a world where I take that over having to like lick my best friends down with my tongue.
I wouldn't be concerned about the posting it part. It would be the actual taking of the photo, because that's implied. Yeah. Like if this photo
would be the easy part. I'd be like, I'm already scarred.
And would it be like a normal family photo, but you're just all naked?
Yeah,
you're right. Like you're
Christmas
like a pumpkin
card.
Yeah. You're like a pumpkin patch, and everybody's got like pumpkins, but your like cocks are out and stuff. Like,
what is that? What is that porn where
dad is full masked?
Yeah. Where the fucking like the dude has his dick inside of the pumpkin.
Oh
and,
yeah,
the girl puts her in. Like that's what I'm imagining.
Or like those family photos where it's like the dad, the mom, they're all like spooning each other, standing up with like the Christmas pajamas on. Yeah. You just do that naked like that.
I don't like that.
No.
Yeah, I think I'd still have to go with the licking.
But the licking is, you're right. I think it would be less like public on blast. Like,
yeah.
And it also depends. It's everyone in the room.
I feel like if any of my friends were like, hey, look, I got to lick you or else I have to do this other thing. I'd be like, all right, do what you got to do, man.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want you got to.
You're not going to ask like, hey, why do you have to do that? Do they have your family at gunpoint?
Yeah.
Or?
I mean, I'd assume
that's what friends are for.
It's a dire situation.
No questions asked. I have to do this for you.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I just don't want to see I don't want to see my family members naked.
I've
already seen like more than I should. You know, like you have like you didn't lock the door.
Yeah.
So like I'm good.
You know, you never like took a shower with your dad growing up. You never did that.
I actually did. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
it's just,
I did. As like a little.
It's just nothing we haven't done before.
Yeah.
But it's like now.
Now you're like
for some reason it's better when you're a big child. For
I
some
agree
reason
with
it's
that.
less bad and traumatic.
And then as you get older, you're just like, that was cool, but like I also wish I didn't have that in my brain.
Yeah.
I wish
Why did I shower with my dad?
Yeah.
It's like out of all of the little bits and pieces I remember from my childhood, why was that the one that stuck?
Yeah.
Like why? Like there's a million things you forget. Why can't that just be one of them, man? Come on.
Or like taking a bath with my brother and sister.
Yeah.
You know, like
at the time harmless, but then you like have that memory still, and you're just like, damn it.
Yeah.
That one could have left.
And like, what's up with my mom being like, hey, okay, everybody in the tub, we're gonna take pictures now.
I'm not gonna make my kids do that. That's
water bill was a lot last month, so get in. But I'm gonna take a picture.
Dude, I'm so glad fucking TikTok wasn't around then. My mom would be posting us all the time.
Yo, did you hear about Illinois just dropped a law about using kids in social media and them being compensated fairly?
Dude, there is literally like stuff going on where like the kids get older and then they like sue their parents. Like that, there's going to be so much of that in the next like 20 years. Kids just being like, you filmed me all the time, like saying like slurs.
Yeah.
Because you thought it was fun, you know? Like
honey, say the N-word.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's like, I don't know.
Mommy needs views.
Thankfully, I'm not on the children doing fucked up things TikTok algorithm, right?
Yeah, no.
Mine is mainly dogs and cats and big booty hoes. That's about it.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fantastic algorithm.
Yeah. But like if you're like a kid of like a celebrity who, you know, blew up for whatever and you're like getting filmed all the time, like that would just be
Yeah.
I have always gotten a really bad vibe from family channels.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Dude, especially, you know what people really like, but I think is like fucked up, is people with like their grandparents. Like those cute grandpa videos where they're like, me and my grandpa, and he's just like got tubes on him. You know, it's like you're exploiting this dying man for views. And he's like, we're going to the park, and then it's like, and then he's just like, and it's like, what do you? And then she'll be like, Grandpa, what did you have to eat today? And then he's like, soup. And then it's like, dude, what is this?
Dude doesn't even remember where he is.
Yeah, it's like she's like, come with me on my journey with my grandfather with Alzheimer's. It's like, why? Why do we have to do this? You're literally just like,
and that person, like,
look how
they have
cute
no idea.
He is.
They have like no idea like how far that's going.
Yeah.
Like it's like no concept to them. No concept.
No.
Like whether they have like, you know, even if they didn't have like Alzheimer's, like they would just they'd be
if
like,
you
oh,
were
like
if
they're
you're
gonna
like, grandma, hey, like 50 million people watch our videos every week.
they'd still be like, what?
Why? Like, why are you filming me?
How?
I don't know if we're the intellectuals to answer this question, but I think this brings up like whenever I think of people who do community service and then put it on social media.
Yeah.
I know Mike Malak, who's a big YouTuber I watch, he argues that even if that person is just doing it for views, it's still a good thing.
It's still cleaning up the environment. Yeah, for sure. But
it's
what's
still
the
a good
argument
thing.
with like your all? I guess they're spending time with their grandparents.
Yeah.
Or you know, somebody out there who's I guess just a little
Sure, maybe
aren't gonna break it down. They're like, oh, this is cute. I should call my grandpa today. You know, like it's doing like somebody got a positive. They do well because people get positive experiences out of it. But I agree with you. Like I can't.
But it's like, can you imagine like doing that to your grandpa? Like, I can't imagine hanging out with my grandpa and filming everything.
Yo, we're on IG Live.
Like knowing that people are going to like watch it and be like, wow.
My grandpa would get canceled so fast.
Dude,
say some fucked up shit. It's like, grandpa, you can't say that anymore.
Nope, can't do that one.
Nope.
Yeah, I can't see myself doing. I agree. I can't see myself wanting to.
It feels
that with my
so
grandpa.
gross.
Yeah, I don't think I could
with
be
my
authentic
grandparents.
with them.
It's like, I feel like my grandparents would be like, just spend time with me.
Yeah, they'd be confused. They'd be like, "Why are you doing that?" And it's sometimes is also interesting that they're very open to it. So maybe they do get it. Maybe they do really.
Yeah. Maybe they don't care and they think it's fun.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, I'm not saying everyone who does it is evil.
It's
but
it's an interesting
feels
concept.
weird.
Yeah,
you know,
it does feel weird
for you to
maybe
like,
not for like a 16-year-old because that's all they've known throughout their life is like content and TikTok and Instagram and Vine. But like we grew up before that stuff was like really popular. We had like YouTube.
Yeah,
you know, but there wasn't what there is now available. You know,
well, I mean, if you really break down I still think like social media, like story posting for birthdays, is weird as fuck. Like it's just so,
and like everybody like posting their I mean, I like it better than people posting on your Facebook timeline.
Yes,
True.
100%.
I like it better than that.
But I'm a fan of like just text them and be like,
dude, absolutely.
happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love you. Like that's like I would never post a story of Zemmy and be like,
no,
happy birthday, bro. Like I love you. Hope you have a great day.
Without
suck my
like,
cock.
But also like you would do that and then text me too. I think
no, but I wouldn't do that. Period.
I feel like I could see people like as long as you like make. I hate like when it's. I just don't get when it's like I'm gonna post on social, but like not also hit you on the side. And be like, yo, sup, bitch. Like, love you.
Yeah. It's like, hey, happy birthday, love you. I'm gonna post a bunch of pictures of you so people know I'm a good friend.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
but the worst is when people post on your Facebook wall. It's like, are you 40,
dude?
Are you 40 years old? Just message me.
Just like I don't even use Facebook anymore. So like every once in a while, like come on like 3 days,
I'm done
3
liking
months
them
after
too.
my birthday.
I'm not gonna like them anymore. I get like every birthday, it's like hundreds.
The only acceptable uses for Facebook right now are like if you do like what we do, like oh hey, you have podcasts, you're promoting your comedian career, put your clips on there, or Facebook Marketplace. And if you're using Facebook for anything else.
Dude, Facebook Marketplace destroyed Craigslist.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It's like it's the best.
Does Craigslist even still exist?
Yes,
it does.
And why now it's like it's the scariest site now because it's like before it was like terrifying, but it's like wow, this is what we have, you know. Yeah. But now it's like there's Facebook Marketplace.
Where you like
why are you
can
posting
see
stuff on
and
Craigslist?
know like that you have much like mutual friends with the person you're buying shit from.
Yeah, totally.
Like, why would you ever? And I think, I mean, a lot of the stuff on Craigslist
and you can like
is
see a
also
picture of them.
on
That's
Facebook.
important too.
Yeah.
Like if I go up to meet with someone, it's scary to like not know. What they're gonna look like.
Yeah.
And then seeing them and it's like always shocking.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to go back to the people typing on the timeline because that is wholeheartedly the worst part about my birthday every year.
Dude, just make it so no one can post on your timeline.
You can do that.
I think there's a way to do that.
Okay.
I have it so I can review things that have been posted on my timeline because I got to the point where like everybody's like taking pictures of every show and doing all these posts and like maybe I'm in a couple and then and I'm just like I don't want my family to see
it's like
me high at your bonfire.
Yeah.
Okay, like I don't care about
and
that
like,
going on my public.
And I don't know about like, I mean, other people like probably use it more than I do. I don't use Facebook at all. I will use it for Marketplace every once in a while.
Marketplace and like, but Facebook Messenger is like its own app now.
Yeah,
you don't even need
but like
Facebook.
I do not use it for anything else, and it's so annoying. Like on my birthday, having to be like the thought of shit. I gotta go on Facebook to like comment, like, and subscribe every fucking person who decided to say happy birthday. Who
That's the thing, though.
Don't know and don't
just ghost them.
Probably, yeah.
If they don't text you,
I'm on that wave.
Like, well,
I'm on that wave of like not gonna.
Especially if it's on post happy birthday, HBD.
Yeah, explanation.
Like, This is the you're a million years old. Why are you doing this?
No.
For me, the thing about Facebook that I just like, I don't understand why it's not fixed is Facebook is so fucking confusing. Like so
navigating.
Yeah. Getting around Facebook is like fucking having to navigate with a fucking map. Like if you put a paper map in front of me, I probably could navigate that better than I can Facebook.
Yeah.
It's so confusing, especially on the back
end. It gets worse. It used to be the easiest thing to use. And now it's like, well, now I have to go into the settings, privacy, and then I got to go into this other folder to find this, to untag myself from this goddamn post. And how do I
was just doing something on Facebook today because with one of my clients, like giving them access to something. And I swear to God, like there's like 3 different areas that have settings and each one is different.
Yeah. And then there's like, wait, what's the difference between bio and info? And then there's like, what the privacy, photos, tag photos? What is happening? I don't.
Nobody at Facebook?
It used to be the most simple app. It used to just be like, this is a picture, this is a status.
Yeah.
And now it's
single?
like, now there's like dating. There's like a dating part of Facebook now.
Is there real?
Yes.
There's a dating.
Clue about
that.
No.
Dude,
maybe I should be on that.
You can date on Facebook.
Dude, I was on it for a second and I stopped because I got rid of all dating apps. But
how would you rate that?
I did like it because you know, like when you have like Tinder, you'll run out of likes in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're just,
if you're real horny, you're just.
You want to see some real speed.
But like Facebook, you can just boom, 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 boom. You can just keep going.
They don't put you on a
like limit.
Man, they must like.
There's no premium version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want.
So it's all like it's like the perks of every app Facebook dating has, which is unfortunate because then it's you're still dating on Facebook.
Yeah. Like, what's the
like on Hinge, the cool thing about Hinge is you can message people as you like them. You can do that on Facebook dating.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And you know how you can like undo on Bumble?
Yeah.
You can do that on like all the cool things of all the dating apps are like all Facebook I'm working for them actually. But, they're not paying me to say this.
Yeah.
But it's like I think the best. Like if
rank
it
the
just
dating
wasn't
apps.
in Facebook. It's like just a shame.
Rank the dating. Do you use the date? Or do you have a girlfriend or anything or boyfriend?
No, I actually re-downloaded all the dating apps like 2 days ago. So
nice.
I'll
His
probably delete
girlfriend
them.
made me re-download Hinge the other day.
Dude, they all suck. And like every time I'll delete them for like a year and a half, and then I'll just be like, and they all go into a folder.
Try again.
I'm lonely.
Junk.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't know. They all have like different. I think you run out of likes faster on Bumble for some reason, and Hinge.
Yeah,
I feel like you only get like 8.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like Tinder,
Hinge
you get like
is
maybe
nothing.
20 or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And then every now and then I'm like, should I just pay to see these 40 people who liked me? And then I never do because it's like $50 for a week.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive?
Yeah.
You're preying off of lonely people.
Yeah,
That's not cool.
That's a good bit. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, you guys make money off of me being single as fuck.
Yeah. Hinge, the dating app, meant to be deleted and then re-downloaded and then deleted and then re-downloaded.
Yeah.
I only know one person who paid for Tinder Gold and I still think is cool.
Yeah.
And from his experience, it actually is really fucking effective. Because I think it's more than just like they tell you get unlimited likes and you get to see all the people.
Yeah.
But then they're like, all right, this person's paying. Let's fucking blast that shit.
Yeah, let's make sure this works.
Yeah, and they actually keep paying or whatever.
Let's dump them with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a guy who paid for like Tinder Gold or one of the premium ones. And he's like, dude, you see the 40 people or the whatever, how many people that'll have liked you. It's like, half of them are like terrible, and then the other half are just bots.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, well.
that girl's trying to get us to sign up for her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That girl's trying to get us to follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
This
That's
girl
all
says,
it is.
click the link in my bio with a kissy face, and she's like the hottest woman you've ever seen. And you're like, well, this isn't real.
No girl like
I'm
this would
funny,
ever go
but like
for
I'm
me.
not that funny.
Dude, I wish I had the confidence of guys who like accept those porn bot friend requests on Facebook. Like, I want the confidence of a guy that's like, oh, dude, of course she wants to be my friend.
I get it.
They're hot as shit, and I'm so damn cool. Why? What do you mean this is fake? A beautiful
It'd be
woman
so
wanting to be my friend? Not far off in my book. Like,
we were just talking about this in like 3 podcasts ago. When random people add people on Snapchat, or like
Yeah.
when they get a random and they're like,
it's always a bot.
their Bitmoji looks hot. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it is. It's like,
Sexy Lexi 888-999.
that's not a scam.
Thinks you're real.
Maybe it's an old high school friend or something.
The best is like they'll add
No,
you.
dude, it's a
and
guy
send
in
you
a call center or something.
They send you a fucking text with it, and it's like, "Hey, baby, are you looking for a all caps hot hookup?" And it's just like,
well, click
like-
this incredibly weird looking link.
like, how does that shit work?
Yeah.
Like, it has to work enough that they keep, because I keep getting like
Right.
at least once a month I get, you
Yeah.
get
Or-
them, so like they have to work.
Instagram bot comments, those ones
Yeah.
that are like with every, like they use the 3 for an E and like a 1 for the L, and like they're in every, on my meme accounts,
like,
they're in
yeah.
every single one.
It's like a virtual one of those like serial killer letters,
Yeah.
that's like letters coming out from magazines,
Yeah.
so they can't like fucking find their handwriting or whatever.
I'm like, do people fucking fall for this? Like, how do they
Yeah.
not see it more?
Dude,
I see it
absolutely.
every
I have
day.
friends that get their accounts hacked like once a month. I'll have somebody be like, "Hey, don't open my message. I got hacked." And I'm like, "You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You
Yeah.
opened a message from hot horny MILF 99
Yeah.
and then you were like, might as well click the link."
Yeah.
Like,
What
it
could
just
go
doesn't
wrong?
make any sense.
I made a TikTok that was like, hey, I'm gonna say it. If you fell for that $10,000 Cash App bullshit,
Yeah.
you deserve to get hacked.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
If you're that fucking stupid,
Yeah.
you don't deserve Instagram.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There was like this scam going around where it was like it looked like a YouTube video
Mhm.
to click on, but it was an ad.
Is that the one where they're like, oh,
It's
you're
like-
in this
it's like,
video?
Mr. Beast is giving away $750 to everybody who clicks this link.
Oh, yeah.
And then I did it because I thought it was a video. And I was like, well, what is this about? And then it like took me to a link and I was like, no.
To click or not to click?
I'm not gonna.
I genuinely believe like
But I
I'm-
was in a place where I was like, $750 would be so cool. Right? Like, what if it's real?
Mr. Beast
like
does
sex
kinda
sex
do that
scams
stuff.
don't get me. I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever, fuck you. But money, I'm like, if this is real, $800 would be really cool.
It is with Mr. Beast, and he's pretty cool.
Yeah. They couldn't use Mr. Beast's name in a scam ad. That's illegal.
Yeah,
So
he's-
but so
Mr.
is making a
Beast.
scam ad, I'm pretty sure.
well, the way they get around that, and I don't know if YouTube's changed their policies because you're not allowed to use like Mr. Beast in your ad. Like you can't
No,
put Mr.
no.
Beast in your
Yeah.
ads, but they would just put a picture of him and be like,
Yeah.
I'm giving away. And that's how they got away with that. But
Yeah.
Hilarious.
that's just like,
And then it sucks for Mr. Beast because I'm sure there are some people that are mad at him.
yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah, easily. People just don't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
They're like, you scammed me.
Yeah.
You said you'd give me $750.
Why would you put out this ad? Don't
Once
you have
ag-
enough money? I see you give it away all the time.
Once again, if you can't put 2 + 2 = 4, it's kind of like,
Yeah,
hey, yo,
yeah.
get smarter. I don't know what to tell
Dude,
you.
it's ridiculous when people get like their Facebook account hacked because they clicked a link from someone it's like,
Yeah. What's really like what sucks, I think, the most about those is, especially if you're using like Mr. Beast, is that I'm assuming a kid's gonna like click on it.
oh yeah, on their mom's iPad.
Yeah. And that's where it's like, man, like,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Gotta fucking. That's
And
like
then
a hard lesson.
87 million windows open,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh,
Oh,
no.
shit.
There's no, dude, every kid's had that feeling, and you're just like, your like chest like hits your stomach. You're like, uh-oh. Like,
Dude, and the kid was
if I
probably
just
like,
hit exit and delete my history, we'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good.
the kid was like, I am going to get a raise in my allowance. Mom is going to love that I won her $750 because of this Mr. Beast ad.
Yeah. I was trying
That's
to
true. I
provide
never
for
even
the
thought about
family.
that. Yeah, because I guess technically you're not supposed to advertise on accounts that
Yeah.
are like 18,
No, dude,
17
kids,
and younger.
Kids, fuck you.
Yeah.
if you give
Hey,
them your
yo,
iPad or
wait,
phone.
wait.
Well, because like, dude,
All I heard
literally,
was
literally,
kids, fuck
Can't
you.
wait, can't wait to clip that.
Someone clip
that's
that.
like a real thing. Kids will like get on their parents' iPads and just buy $50 worth of like something in a game, and they don't know what they're doing. Because I recently got this like charge from some weird ad, and I was like, I don't remember paying for this, so I went to like go cancel it. And then one of the questions Apple asks is like, why you're canceling it? They give you like options. It's like, I'm not using it. This wasn't. My kid did this. Is one of the options. And I'm like, so this is happening so much that Apple's like, just tell us this is what it is.
It's a valid excuse.
Yeah.
Like Steve Jobs is like, dude, I don't have kids, but like I can assume that this isn't a nightmare.
Yeah, 100%.
This is why I didn't have kids.
It's like, why the hell would I charge $800 this month for Roblox? What the fuck is? What is this,
What are you spending $800 in Roblox for?
dude? I don't know.
The game.
I think it's because
free.
kids don't understand like money,
No,
right?
No,
and
not
they're
at all.
they're probably like, oh, money is just. I have these coins, you know,
Yeah.
I have the diamonds, and then I have the rubies, and then I need money to get more rubies, and they're just like it's like a game. You
Or
know?
too,
They
like,
I don't think they
if the
understand.
card's already hooked up, like
Yeah,
for
exactly.
whatever reason, it's just like they're not even like, oh yeah,
yeah,
okay, cool.
yeah.
Oh, where I have them?
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
That was
It
easy.
would
Like,
just be
holy
like,
shit.
do you want?
I should do that
you
more
want-
often.
Do you want 800,000 coins? And then it's like, well, yes.
Duh.
they're like, this game is so
Are
easy.
you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah. It's like, fucking yeah. and then they're just like, and they're just like the best at that game.
Duh.
And they're like, this game is easy.
I remember when I played RuneScape and me and my friends were addicted to it, my friends would steal their parents' credit card to hire somebody to like log into their account and like
Grind.
while they were sleeping.
Wow.
And I was just like trying to process that. I was like, my mom would fucking beat my ass if I
Yeah.
ever did that.
There'd
Like,
be no way.
like there's no way I would ever risk that because it's like
I will say if my kid did it and like I heard that was what he was like, I'd be like, let's take that like energy, but like direct it somewhere else. Cause that's so
Yeah.
fucking smart, but like a waste of what you're using it on.
Yeah.
That serves nothing, but that's a really, you're outsourcing.
It's like we have to
that's a
shift
great skill.
It's like we have to shift this so you don't become a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like good, you delegated and elevated though. And I think that's smart, but like
Yeah.
let's focus it somewhere.
Yeah.
somewhere
Not
else.
RuneScape.
Can we? I know I love
Let's
this
roll.
conversation. I love how organic it is, but I do want to ask James if he's shit his pants before or pissed his pants. So we have like our thing is Lil Poo Poo, Lil Pee Pee Boy stories. I kind of explained this a little.
Yeah.
But,
let me think of I don't think I've had any like real notable, like, cause I had this thing for a while where my tummy was all fucked up, and like sometimes I'd poop a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
How much is a little bit? Like
it was like a tiny little bit, like, you know, as much as I don't know, like
a
a
Hershey's
tablespoon. Yeah, like a tiny bit.
tablespoon.
But it was like runny, you know, like I had like a fucked up, I had to get like a colonoscopy and everything done. It was like kind of serious.
That sucks.
but like there was, because my stomach would get so fucked, and then I would have like diarrhea like every day. And then it's still like kind of weird. I think I need to change my diet or something. But I have like poopy problems sometimes, you know?
Dude, how was the colonoscopy?
Yeah.
Dude, it was the worst was like the prep. Because you have to like drink all this shit until you're literally like shitting water, right? Like it'll be totally clear until you're like actually shitting clear water. And then I remember them like taking me into the thing, and I'm like laying. I have a bit about it. They're like they knock you out. They put an IV in you. You're not.
Thank
you're not,
God.
You're, yo, yeah.
Oh,
no.
shit.
I was gonna say
There's another procedure where they
blessed.
don't knock you out, where they go down your throat.
They
which is-
don't knock
that's
you
fucked
out?
up.
Oh
No.
my God.
I don't believe so. I think
Absolutely
you're
not.
on drugs, but you're like conscious, right? But anyways, they're like, I'm like, how long until this works? And they're like, you're gonna be out in like 15 seconds. And I was like, no way. And then and then I woke up, and they like, you know, they put a tube up your colon with a camera on it.
Yeah.
And the lady's like, hey, don't get up and like walk around. Like it might be hard. I was like, oh, because that thing up my ass.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, because of the drugs. And she's like, like my dumb head.
Yeah,
I was
you're like, yeah, you blew my back
dude, you
out.
fucking railroaded my ass with this fucking Dragon cock camera. And now I'm just like kind of have problems walking. And she's like, no, it's literally like the drugs will make it.
You'll
long is the
collapse
camera?
because of the drugs.
I think it's like it's pretty long too.
But like, I mean, more like diameter.
oh, it's like I'm sure it's like a ball
okay,
on the
so
end
it's
of like a
thin. Yeah.
silicone
All right.
flexible tubey thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't.
Never
They
had
didn't. They weren't like this is it.
Yeah.
I would have been like, yo, I need to know exactly what's going up there.
Yeah,
Because
dude. I was worried I had like colon cancer or something. Like I
Yeah.
was worried I had
Yeah.
a prostate or some shit was like really wrong.
Mhm.
And
could you be like gluten free or anything? Or
yeah,
like
that's what it
gluten-
is. That's what it is.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I think so
Fucking
because I was
gluten boy.
gluten free. I got diagnosed as like gluten intolerant in 3rd grade, and I was completely gluten free my entire life up until March 2020 when lockdown happened, and I was like,
You're like, we're all gonna die anyways.
I was like, yeah, dude, partly that, dude, partly that, honestly, and then partly I was just like, what if I grew out of it? Yeah, because like I grew out of my dairy allergy in like high school, and
Yeah.
I can still eat like ice cream and cheese. Like I eat it all the time; it doesn't affect me at all.
Nice.
But then I like started eating, and I didn't have any memories of like real bread, which is like a strange thing to
That
try
is
to
very-
figure out. Like
yeah.
I ate a gas station donut for the first time in my life in 2020
Wow.
March.
Oh, whoa.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I was
Yeah,
gluten free for
that's
so
sad.
long.
That's crazy.
Like
And,
Krispy Kreme, you couldn't even like.
yeah, dude, exactly. So I
That's so
like
sad.
so then
I'm
I was
sorry.
like, dude, I think I'm fine. And it was like fine because
Yeah.
I was just like eating a donut here and there, you know, like a sandwich. Dude, I got into sandwiches, dude. I got
Yeah,
so into
yeah.
sandwiches. I was making sandwiches all the time. I was like, this is gluten rules.
Yeah.
And then what happened was like I slowly started eating more and more gluten because I was like, this ribs.
It probably built up in your
and
system.
then because, and I do think it's like fine if I have a little bit of it. But I think what happened is that I just shocked my body.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're like, well,
Too
we haven't
much
had this in a long time, and the last time we had it, we didn't like it, and I just think I'm eating too much of it, and it's hard to stop. I have to stop,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
once you've had gluten after not having it, it's hard to just be
Yeah.
like, time to go back to
Yeah.
you know,
the dark age.
I was seeing
Yeah.
I was seeing a girl who's gluten free, and like I literally like after shopping once by myself, like it literally added probably an hour of shopping, just like trying to find like, okay, let's make something for dinner. Just me being like, how the fuck do I tell if this doesn't
do you
have
do
gluten
this?
in
And
it?
dude, all like things that are supposed to have gluten in them that you can get gluten free are so expensive.
Yeah.
Like crackers, cake, cookies, chips, bread.
And they're kind of ass. Like
Yeah, they're kind of like not. It's like a diet pop.
Are a lot of vegan options gluten free, or is that not?
No.
Okay.
No. Because
Doesn't
what
correlate.
gluten is, it's
Yeah.
like an elastic, stretchy kind of shit, right?
Mhm.
So that's why like bread is and tortillas and you know everything's
Yeah.
so like squishy and soft and like
Mhm.
stretchy and you can roll it and
Mhm.
and then like you do that thing with like a gluten free bread and it just explodes into dust.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
there's no like there's no moist,
Or
sticky
glue.
shit in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gluten is like a glue kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's
know-
not necessarily wheat flour,
Mhm.
which
Got
people
it.
get confused with
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah, that's the part that confused me. Is like,
But gluten's in wheat flour, but there's a way to, I don't know. I don't fucking know how it works that well.
Well, I remember I'd always get like at work when I worked at in a kitchen, I'd get the gluten free crust for pizzas, and it just like it sucked to work with.
Yeah,
It'd like
yeah.
be broken. I'd open the box and it's like shattered. And I was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
They have gotten way better
Good.
in the last like 10 years.
Good.
Like I'll say that. Like
Mhm.
gluten-free products are like fine now,
Mhm.
mostly.
Mhm.
It's bread is still the tough one,
yeah,
you know, because it's like, that's what.
Yeah.
that
It's
bread.
like, you're just like taking the bread out of bread.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do. But yeah, I've pooped my pants a little bit, like every now and then. you
I've
know?
been around the
but
block
no like
too.
crazy,
No
like,
crazy like
Oh.
huge accident or
Yeah.
anything.
no
Jeffrey-
like peeing your pants or
Oh,
anything.
Peeing my pants.
There we go.
Yes, there we are. Here we
I
go.
know the story.
Let's go.
I used to have so I don't know if this technically counts.
No, it'll count. Trust me.
Okay, bad. Okay, so
it could also be like you pissed in a corner,
yeah,
like or
so
something.
it was
you know?
New Year's Eve. And this is not a drunk tale. I don't drink. So I was totally sober. And it was New Year's Eve, and I'm sick as shit. I'm like so fucking sick. And dude, I had this thing. I broke the curse somehow the last couple of years, but there's a 3 or 4 year span where every New Year's Eve I was sick as shit. Which sucks, especially for stand-up, because New Year's Eve shows rule.
Oh,
You get so much more money. The shows are banging. It's the new year. Like, they're so fun. And I couldn't do them for like 3-4 years.
You should do that for New Year's. That sounds like a great New Year's.
That does sound sick.
And they always sell out. They're always the funnest shows.
Okay.
I know like Acme will double your pay. Like it's so sick. New Year's Eve shows rule. So it was New Year's Eve. I was sick as shit. I'm like watching Snapchat, Instagram stories of all my friends having fun. And I'm on like these like weird antibiotics and different shit and a muscle relaxer. I'm like fucked up, dude. I'm sick as shit. And I fall asleep and I wake up and I'm like, I totally pissed the bed. Like all the way, like not even like a little bit. And then I like woke up and I was like, oh, stop. It was like full piss to bed.
Just in a puddle.
And like, I'm so like anxious and neurotic. I was like, I'm fucked up. You know what I mean? Like there's something wrong with my brain right now. I shouldn't be doing this. So I called my dad and I was like, Dad, I pissed the entire bed. And like, I don't know. Is there something wrong with me? Like, what is wrong with my brain?
Yeah.
And he was like, he was like, I laughed. And then he was like,
so.
he was like, oh, it's just all that like shit you're on. You're on like a muscle relaxer. You're on like these weird, like it's some of the side effects of like that stuff. Like if you like are on muscle relaxers, you can like piss the bed or like shit the bed. Like,
I mean, that makes sense.
Relaxing your, and I was so sick. So I was like sleeping so heavily. So he's like, that's all it is. Like, you're fine. You're not going to like, have to go to a psych ward or something.
You're losing it.
And then I was like, okay, cool. And then I'd remember, because my dad's like pretty religious. I was like raised Catholic and stuff. And my dad was like, yeah, God wouldn't let that happen. And then I was like, this could have been over.
If God was real, he
literally
piss myself.
Dude, he literally was like, because I was worried I was just like gonna piss the bed now. That's where my neurotic like OCD anxiety brain went.
I can't sleep without pissing now.
This is a thing I have now.
Yeah. This wasn't a one time.
This is my reality.
And he was like,
just pissing
he was like God. He was like, God only gives people as much as they can handle. And I was like, well, that's not true. And he was like, and right now your challenge jar, he used the word challenge jar.
Oh
he was
my
like,
God.
Is so full that he couldn't fit something like that into it.
In your neurotic state, though, did that make sense?
No, in my neurotic state, I was like, okay, so clearly this was a whoopsie daisy on God's end. Like that's like there's like an angel probably like watching me piss, like the one who's in charge of me. They're just like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, God, hey, can this guy be pissing the bed right now? And then God's like, oh fuck, dude, this is gonna overflow the challenge jar. He's gonna kill himself. Like, cut the line, stop the piss. And then and he's like, yeah, I mean, dude, we got a long list of shit before we can add stuff like that. Dude, we got like balding at 20. We have, we have OCD, anxiety. Like he can't have bedwetting on top of all this stuff. Like turn the piss off, wake him up.
Yeah.
That's so great. That's funny that like when that happened, like if I peed the bed, I would die from something actually being wrong with me before I called my mom or dad. Like, I just pissed myself.
Oh, dude, I was like, this is an emergency. There's something. Fair. I have a disease in my brain or something that's making this happen. Because I'm like very neurotic. I have like OCD, and I'm like, my brain is rotting or something.
Yeah,
like, there's a reason this is happening,
into it,
and now this is like baseline, right? This is gonna happen every now and then.
What got you back to reality on that one? Did you just kind of
probably when he was like, honestly, when he was just like, it's the meds, I was like, oh, thank God. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And then he was like, but also God. And I was like, no, stop.
Well, no, I'm good actually. I don't.
Yeah,
my challenge jar. Yeah, I always like I always say the way I say it is God gives his toughest challenges to his strongest people.
Yeah,
and I always
God
say
gives
that
his
to people.
wettest, pissiest beds to his strongest warriors.
I like that. I want that on a shirt.
God gives his wettest, pissiest beds.
I like
his pissiest boys.
Like God looking at a guy and being like, he couldn't handle this.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle piss in his bed. Psychologically, this would ruin this man.
Yeah. I'm doing him a favor.
But this guy's strong.
This guy has some room in his challenge
He
jar.
will piss the bed forever.
Yeah,
because he's
strong.
The best.
That is crazy. How are you also religious, or are you kind of like
I grew up Catholic. I'm like I believe in God and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't like go to church. I don't know.
Do you believe in like the challenge jar thing, or
I don't really believe in the challenge jar thing. I like as far as my religious beliefs go, it's like God, heaven, and that's about it.
Yeah.
That's like all I know, and
Fair
that's
enough.
all I like care about.
Yeah.
Really, I'm not like. I don't know. I believe that like something happens when you die. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Potentially, who knows?
I am very jealous of like very religious people that are like, no, I am doing all the things in the church and I'm going to heaven. Like I envy that because they know, and that's like I feel like that's comforting.
Yeah,
like I'm in a spot where I'm like, I believe in God. I'll say a prayer here and there. But I'm not 100 on this.
Yeah,
I'm just like rolling the dice, and like no one truly knows what happens after you die. That's where I'm at. But some people are like, well, you either go to heaven or you go to hell.
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, that must be comforting.
That's crazy.
It's like having that so blindly ignorant that you find peace.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why religion is cool.
Yeah,
because it's like God, that'd be sick.
Yeah,
to just live your life happily and worry free because whatever happens, you're going to heaven.
Yeah,
that sounds so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
No matter how shitty you are, you go to church every Sunday.
Yeah,
good.
You're going with Sky Daddy.
You pray the crucifix. You go to whatever. You talk to tell the guy in the booth that you masturbate. Yeah.
I fucking did
Dude,
it again.
my parents their parents made me do that a couple Wednesdays in like no my parents were like, hey, it's time to jerk off. Get that homework out of here. It's time to beat your dick.
Just jerk off. You're fine.
They were like, we got to go to confession, and I was like, I'm 12. They're like, what have I done?
I think you said recently. I was like, no way.
Oh no. My parents couldn't make me do anything.
I couldn't
right now.
I couldn't take that seriously.
Unless they were like, we're gonna not help you if you need money. Then like, okay, fine, I'm going to church.
Going to church.
Jesus Christ, pull my arm.
Man of God now.
Twist my arm.
I know people have. I could never rat on myself like that.
Yeah.
And have someone else like
because it's just a guy.
Like who are like
it's just a dude.
Like you're like God is like taking your body and like I'm talking. No,
I mean, he's been like I have a connection with God, so I can't tell anybody.
Yeah,
it's like, how about you sign legal papers? Or something? You know what I mean? Like how do we get this in writing? Don't just be like, well,
my parents too well. Like there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
I think I was also raised Catholic. But the one time I've only done confession at the when you get communion or whatever, you like have to do it.
Yeah.
And like I'm pretty sure it was like
it'd be a
played on
sweet
the
job
computer longer
is to
than my
be
mom
one of
said.
those guys in the booth for like middle schoolers.
For a priest.
And they're just I touched my dick. I'd be like,
okay, see, but for me it was like because like I can't remember, like 11 or 12, and I was like, I played on the computer longer than my mom said I could. Like, like just like dumb shit.
I took an extra cookie without telling my mom.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, it's
you're
fucked
going
up.
to hell. I'm sorry.
People are coming in.
Yo,
that's the great bit.
Just to be like, I'm so sorry about this, but not enough Hail Marys can undo that spiteful sin, and I never want you to come back to this church again.
Is it bad? I love the idea of like of
ruining kids' lives.
Just one random kid who you never have to see ever again, but just tell them something. Like I remember when I was younger, these older kids.
That's why I can't be a parent. I was do bits on my kids all the time. Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, these older kids told me that the little bubbles in pizza had like flesh-eating parasites in them.
God.
And I was fucking terrified because
I would literally do that to my child. Like I like if I didn't want them going outside, I'd be like, hey, after like 9 p.m. the grass is poisonous actually. And you'll slowly get cancer everywhere. I mean go play with your friends, but like after 9 o'clock, the moon and like shit, like it makes the grass poisonous.
I want to see you tomorrow. So.
one less mouth to feed for me. So just do whatever you want.
I guess you could go to prom, but it's gonna acid rain tonight. And, it's. I think the pH is like real off this year. Like it'll probably go through your skin.
I'd be really sad if you died.
Yeah. But Jeremy's having a birthday. Okay,
yeah, choose that over
all I'm saying
your
is there's like a wolf warning right now. I just got on my Apple Watch. It's like an Amber Alert you get on your phone, but it's like hey, there's so many wolves right now.
They're really hungry.
They're just everywhere. I don't know why there's so many wolves. It's like the Yellowstone. We need to bring more bison in or something. Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, go.
There's a lot of wolves.
And they're only eating small children at the age of 11, like you? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, with like stupid haircuts. Because I get them dumb haircuts all the time.
That's the part. Yeah. I made this TikTok that people got pissed about. I was like, I can't wait to have a kid because I'm going to dress that fucking idiot however I want. He's going to be the stupidest looking baby ever. And I'm going to have all these photos be like, look how fucking stupid he looks.
Dude, if you have a baby, put a little clown nose on him, put like makeup on him, be like, this is my baby, dude. He doesn't know that he looks so dumb.
Dumb right now.
He doesn't know how ridiculous he looks. This fucking idiot. Look at him. Look at his shoes. He's wearing Skechers. Fucking loser, dude. He's just like.
He doesn't know he's a baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I love his haircut.
I love conversations that are like way more organic, but we do have like I want you to talk about your comedy career, like the whole reason we wanted to have you on, just because like seen you live twice now and just massively impressed. I think just massively impressed in general that
thanks for coming. I was really I'm really glad people showed up to those comedy corner shows.
Yeah, dude, it was great. Like it was cool too because I mean, unless I'm wrong, you were probably testing some content, some new.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of new stuff, and I'm just breaking into like headlining this year. So I've like started headlining like more clubs and breweries and bar shows and like stuff. That was actually my first time headlining a club weekend. So
yeah. Oh, really? Cool. I got to see the first one.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it was.
Oh, the second one. You came Saturday. There was a show Friday.
Right, you're right.
But still, first, that was like,
almost first.
Yeah.
I'm going to say first.
It was my first. Yeah, when it was my first weekend at a headlining club.
When you become a big comic, I'll be like, I went to his first headline.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Because like, I feature like all the time and everywhere. And it's hard to like, comedy's just hard.
Yeah.
Comedy's so hard.
So, and here's the thing. It's hard in general, but like, and you weave this very much into your set. Like you have OCD, you have your autism, you're on the spectrum. There's one more, isn't there? ADHD, is that it?
Oh, there's anxiety, depression, Tourette's.
Tourette's. That was Like, I mean, I feel like somebody who has like maybe one of those would just like be like, comedy's not for me. Like, I want to know, like, how did you get to the point where you're like, that's what I want to do. Like go on stage.
Yeah, dude, I went to my first open mic was Acme in 2013 when I was 16.
That's fucking
I was 16
crazy.
And I was just like, I didn't have a lot of friends. I was like, comedy rules. I never even saw a live show before my first time doing an open mic. Like I was 16. I couldn't go to clubs. I couldn't go to bars. You have to be at least 18 to go to most places.
Yeah. What was like the thing that was like, this rips, I'm trying it?
Yeah. I think I was a really big fan of Jim Gaffigan. I loved CK and I loved Dane Cook, dude.
Yeah.
I watched Dane Cook like
Dane
not
Cook's
even
great.
like I've never seen a whole Dane Cook like special or anything. But I just remember like being a kid, like in high school, just like watching with my friend Zach these like short YouTube clips. It was like reels before reels were like they were, like 2-minute YouTube videos of like one of his bits and just somebody like shittily animated stick figures over it.
Oh,
and I love
interesting.
that. And the stick figure was just like, and then
like telling the story.
It would be his bit. Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that's cool.
It was ahead of its time. Those guys doing those videos.
Yeah.
That's what. And then my friend Zach, who I've known since like 3rd grade at the time. Well, still. But he also had a big interest in stand-up. So it was I think it was a lot easier for me because I was with a friend. You know, like I didn't just like go. I mean, eventually I did.
Yeah.
But then like 2 years in, Zach moved to Chicago to pursue stand-up and then he quit. So then he's just in Chicago. Yeah. So then I was in Minneapolis and I was like 17, 18. You know, I was just like going alone to mics as much as I could.
So like after that first show, like what hooked you? What were you like?
Oh, it was just so fun. I remember it going good enough to where I was like, this rips.
Yeah.
You know?
So it was like a good first experience.
Yeah. I didn't like have a truly bad set for a while, I think, because I just went to like really good open mics for like I went to like Acme was my first one. I did like the House of Comedy, which was like a club open mic, and then I did like the Joke Joint, and then I remember the first time I like had a horrible set, and I was like, well, I just got to work hard.
Yeah.
And then I truly, and now I like,
And well, that's the thing too, is like you had a horrible set, but was it like kind of the same jokes that you've had good sets with, or was it completely
truly don't
new?
remember. I think I blacked it out. I was also very young and extremely mentally ill. Like I had like my OCD was like real bad. Like I eventually had to go to like hospitals for it and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, in like high school from like I think the last quarter of freshman year up until like the beginning of junior year, I was just in and out of hospitals.
Yeah.
Because my OCD was like crippling.
Yeah.
And like my depression was so bad because of that.
So, and because I feel like, at least for me, like a lot of what I do it with almost like that type of stuff. Like I get a little bit of anxiety and like whatever, but I like that almost like helps fuel it. And I'm wondering if that's like the same. I want to know if it's like, do you think it's like, not better, but like, did it help you because was this an outlet for like, hey, I have OCD, I have Tourette's and all these things, but
I didn't talk about having that stuff for a while. I was just doing like dumb one-liner things, but like one-liner jokes or like stupid observational stuff or like stories. I talked about like school and stuff. And then eventually like I got better at like writing and performing. And then I started talking about like stuff like more personal.
Yeah.
And that's like,
I want to say like
the
a majority of your, like a lot of your bits that you were doing.
They're almost all about me or something that's happened to me.
Yeah. And very much
it's very personal,
based around like your Tourette's and your OCD and so
autism.
I guess I just kind of made an assumption that that's what you started with. But.
No. I don't think I've told a single joke that I wrote in the first 4 years of doing stand-up.
Oh, I mean, that's probably a good thing, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, because you get better and you like become more yourself and you find what your style and what you like to talk about more. And, eventually you become so far away from the things you just gotta trash it.
Yeah. And you're comfortable too.
Yeah.
I'm sure like once you've been behind the mic a few times, you're just at this point, like, I'm going to at least be honest and be me. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Cause the only 2 clips I seen, I didn't go to your comedy show.
Okay.
I don't know what I had, but I couldn't.
You were gone, I think, both of the weekends. You were gone for Jeffries, and then I know there's a reason you couldn't come with me to the headliner.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you were in Michigan.
There we go.
Yeah,
out of state. Out of state.
Michigan.
Yeah. He
didn't want to see you.
Could have FaceTimed me. But anyways, the first clip I saw of you was one of your autism bits, and like it fucking killed me.
Oh, cool.
I laughed so hard when I saw it. But my question was, it's like, do you think that has like helped you in a way, or like why kind of did you start opening up?
I think
to start talking about that, because I mean it's good. Like it's
the first autism joke I wrote. I remember I was like driving home after like bombing at a mic, and I was like just thinking. A lot of my bits I'll like start talking out loud or like just thinking about something and like trying to write a bit that way. And then one of them just came to me and I was like, oh, why haven't I talked about that yet? Oh, probably because I didn't like talking about it in school because people bullied me.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, oh, but this will be good, right? And then I do think stand-up has helped me a lot too in the aspect of like having social anxiety and like being on the spectrum and it's helped me get like friends. It's helped me like open up. It's helped me become more comfortable with who I am, and it gives me like almost like a purpose, Like if I'm like not at a mic every night, like what would I don't know. It'd just be like,
what would you be doing otherwise?
Probably like drawing or like I don't know, hanging out with all my friends are always busy,
Yeah, totally. Is stand up your full-time job right now?
Just about, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I work like 15 hours, 12 hours a week at a sign shop.
Okay.
And then stand up. I'm going to keep it for as long as I can because it's so easy. I work like 10 to 3 Monday through Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's super easy. Don't have
it's
to
like
get
an
up early.
extra chunk of money at the end of the month, you know, and But I could quit if I wanted to and just do stand. But it's like, why? You know. I think I'm gonna quit when it like doesn't make sense to have a job anymore. Like when I'm so busy and I'm doing so much and I'm always traveling that it's like, well, this doesn't make sense.
How far have you traveled for comedy?
I'm going to Denver in October. I've been to
Wait, when in October?
18th through the 21st.
Okay.
I was just in Omaha, Nebraska, doing the Funny Bone, one of the clubs there this last weekend. I've been to North Carolina, Iowa, all over the Dakotas, Wisconsin.
Damn, you've
That's
been
you've been hopping
coast to
around.
coast.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go to LA in January just because it's warm and I've never been there and I want to explore a different scene and see my friends that moved there and stuff.
For sure.
Yeah, LA's sick. LA's sick.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
What's like I don't know if you have the answer to this. What's like the comedy like hub? Like I think different industries have like Minneapolis is like an advertising hub. Like most people.
Yeah,
what would you say like comedy hub for like
the country?
Yeah, for the
country. I mean, for New York.
New York,
you know, New York City. That's like, I don't know. I think that's
number one.
Top dog. A lot of people's end game.
Is there like a blueprint?
So many mics and clubs.
Is there like a blueprint for comedy? Like what is like? So you're at a point where you're starting to headline places. Like what's like the next step in your career, and also what are the steps that you had to take to like get there? Because like, I
the
think
cool thing
that's
about comedy, I mean, people sometimes don't think it's cool, but I think like a lot of things about comedy are cool. Like, it's the path and blueprints. There's thousands of them. You know, there's thousands of ways to get to one point, which is tight. And there's so many different routes you can take, and it's always like changing. So you have to like stay like. It's like there's like a blueprint, but there's like thousands of different ones and they're all like moving. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what stand-up is like.
Yeah.
And you just have to like follow, you know, you just have to like set goals. I think that's important. Set goals. Be like, I want to get hired at this club, or I want to start featuring next year. You know what I mean? You got to have goals. I think that's super important. And just like write as much as you can is very important. Go to as many mics as you can. Work on jokes. Get funnier. Audio record all your sets. Listen back to them when you like, you know, feel like you need to. Or I have hundreds of audio recordings throughout the years. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And
you listen back to them?
Sometimes, most of the time I'll listen back to them.
That's good.
And like I'll go back to like 2017, 18 and just be like, what was I talking about then?
Yeah.
You know? And then maybe I'll have like a really fun, really funny premise that I really liked, but the joke just wasn't like, I wasn't good enough to like write a good joke with it. But the premise is still like so funny. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. So then I like take that.
You need to kind of like escape it for a bit. Then come back and finish
when
it.
you're like, it's like I feel like a really good premise when you're like too new is almost like a boss you can't beat yet, you know? And you just kind of like gotta do some other shit. And then when you're like got your weapons upgrade, you come back and you beat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it was funny. I came across, I did like a small stand-up comedy bit for like a comedy college class that I did when we were at school together. We went to Iowa State. That's how we know each other. And I came across a clip because I had him react to it because he'd never seen it. And I was watching it and I was like, I feel like I've gotten to the point where I can make that joke better than like how I said it. There. But like at the time, that was the best version of that joke that was going to exist because I just did not know
you weren't
everything.
Evolved enough.
Yeah.
You didn't have the tools.
That's cool. That's super cool. So how do you go for like maybe a comedian like or someone who wants to be a comedian? Like in my head, I'm like, how do you even get like if your goal is I want to perform at Acme like as a blah 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 blah. Like how do you do that? Like do you DM them and you're like, hey, please check out my stuff? Like do you
I went to the open mic, the Acme open mic, like every single week for years and years and years and years.
Wow.
While also hitting every other mic in the city that I could. And then I would go to Acme for months, years at a time and not even get on. And then eventually they'll like throw you on the mic more. Then eventually I got to the point where I was like progressing everywhere else in the scene, you know, and like some of the Acme guys would start taking me out on the road and then I would like open for like the Acme guys, you know? And then I think 2018, they started giving me like more time on the mic. They started putting me up a little more regularly. They gave me more time. I started making friends with the staff and the managers, and I was like grinding, like all around.
Like, I'm not going away.
Yeah, I was working on like social media stuff. I was like, I started to like host other clubs and like feature other clubs, and then the pandemic happened.
Oh yeah,
and I remember I was like, well, all right, fuck.
Time to eat some gluten.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Time to fucking try to see what a donut tastes like. And I remember when everything opened back up, I was pretty scared. Yeah, I'm neurotic. We've been over that. But I was like, I'm just going to go to Acme. That's the only open mic I'm going to go to when everything opened back up. Because I want to get hired there. I was so close, I feel like. And I started going to Acme, and it was like, stand-up was not fun for like a year and a half here. Because the limited capacity, masks, plexiglass, seating separated. Like it sucked. It sucked so bad to do stand-up. And I was like, I'm just going to keep going to Acme. Yeah. And then every week it was like, I would get on and I would get like time. And it was like, they start you off with like 3s every now and then. Then you start moving to the 5s. And then it was like 5, 5, 5, 5. And then they started giving me 7s, which is like the most you can do at that mic, unless you're like the last person you're closing it, then you do 10. And that's usually if you're working that week at the club. And it was like 7s. And then one day the manager came up to me and he's like, gonna audition you tonight, basically.
What was that feeling?
Yeah, what was
dude,
that?
I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, dude, this is sick.
Yeah.
And I remember I did it, and it was like, there's like 25 people in the crowd all spread out. It was like fine.
Who cares? You did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I walked out, and that was my first audition night. And that was 2 of my friends that also got hired there, Elise and Sean. That was their second audition night. So I found out later that week they both got hired, and I was like, oh fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get hired. Like that was it. They both got hired. I haven't gotten a word or anything. And then I remember I went there to Wednesday or Thursday to like see a show, and like the manager at the time, he like did this to me, and he's like, I'm gonna give you your second audition this next week. And he's like, so just, do good or whatever. And I remember, and that was like real, like I was like, I made myself have a good set, but it was like the crowd, there was 10 people there maybe, they were all spread out. It was like not fun, but I was like, I'm gonna just give it my all. Yeah. And then I remember getting off stage, and I walked outside, and he was there, and he was like, I guess I need your email and contact info. And I was like, oh my God, dude, this is so sick, dude. I was so happy. I was like, that was getting hired there was like definitely extremely helpful for my comedy career, and it helped like immensely. It was so, because like they started you off hosting when they hire you, and they work hosts a lot. Like I did a week there once a month for like almost probably over a year and a half until they bumped me up to featuring.
Oh wow!
So
it's like it's not like something that can happen just like in a couple of months.
It's so much work.
And are there a lot of places that are the same?
Acme's the only place like that in Minneapolis
where it's like
you can like get into other clubs easier.
Okay.
But
like they all have some sort of tiered system like that.
Yeah, I mean there's a way to navigate getting into every club, but Acme is definitely like the hardest and the most intense. Yeah. But the most fun. Like those are the funnest shows ever.
Would you say that's too like they have credibility? Like
absolutely.
Yeah. I feel like it's like, oh, this guy performed at Acme. Yeah. Then like,
dude,
you kind of use
like,
that
after
to like
I got
get
in with Acme,
spots.
after I got past there and hired, I started getting work at like other clubs, and like I've gotten so much work. I've opened for so many cool people. I've been on so many cool adventures because getting hired at Acme when I did, which is like really cool.
Awesome.
That's sick.
I love the club. Everybody who works there is great, and the shows are so fun. Like hosting usually sucks, dude. It's the worst thing. It's the worst spot in comedy.
Would you compare it to like edging? Because you can't like.
No, it's like, dude, like the worst is like going on the road hosting.
Okay.
Like a headliner or a feature or someone brings you out to host. And you just got to go up cold in front of like a bar and just open a show. But it's such a good skill to have, and it gets you. And those are the shows that make you really good at hosting.
What makes a good host? Like, so Tia, was that her name? Who's the girl that hosted for you?
Oh, Tia Hannes. Yeah, she's great. Yeah. She's great. Yeah.
So like, I thought she did great.
Yeah, she's great.
I also think her hosting was different than like she was more of like a like an opener.
Yeah.
Kind of like a oh gosh, I forgot his name again. Who's the guy that hosted
Ira?
Yeah. Ira was like there to introduce you guys, but also like warm up the crowd. Like he was like the opener to the opener, but also he was.
I think what makes a good host is first of all being like fairly safe. Like don't be like incredibly fucked up edgy.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
You can be, it's like whatever, but I would say just like energy, being positive. Don't go at the crowd. Don't do don't do crowd work really at all.
Yeah.
If you can help it. You got to get all the steps and like things you have to get down, and you got like. Because like as a host, you have to like remember everybody's name. You have to remember everybody's credits. You have to lay down the rules of the club. You have to say tip the bartender. You got to shout out whatever the venue wants you to. Yeah. So like usually if you're hosting on the road, you're like, hey, do you have any events coming up you want me to plug like at the end of the show or whatever?
Got it.
You got to tell people where the bathrooms are. And you got to do like 10 to 15 minutes of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And you have to usually not at Act because they like run it very well, but usually if you're on the road and there's no like God mic or booth person, you're not at a club, you have to tell people to not talk. You have to tell people to have their phones off. You know, you have to be like the bad guy up top, kind of, and then get them back on your side. Try.
Yeah.
Then you got to bring everybody up, and you got to do it in like the right order.
And
you
like,
know, you have to you can't be like
book.
all over and sloppy and chop it, you know. Yeah, like usually I'll tell people like if you're going up, make like first go up, you know, say hi to everybody, make people applaud 3 times is usually like people's like standard what they tell hosts. So they'll be like, hey guys, give it up for the venue for having us, and give it up for yourselves for coming out to see live comedy. And then you get everybody clapping, and that like warms, like, you know, gets people going a little bit. And then like they know you're like training them in a way. The audience is a dumb animal sometimes. Do you understand?
Pavlov's dog theory.
And then and then like usually when I'm hosting, I'll be like, hey, and give it up for me. I'm your host, you know. And then I'll go right into like talking about myself after introducing myself as the host. Then at the end of my set, I'll be like, hey, that's my time, guys. Thank you so much for coming. We have a great show lined up. Welcome your feature. He's done this, then their name. Their name's always last. And then, you know,
I guess that
they
makes
do
sense.
their thing. Then you bring up the headliner and you're like, you guys ready for your fucking headliner? You know, And then usually when I'm like hosting and they're like, give it up for the headliner. And then I'm like, oh, fuck you. Give it up. He's all the way from whatever. He's done this. Give it up for your headliner. And then I'll be like, please welcome to the stage, you know, whatever the headliner's name. And then you go back up and you're like, one more time for, you know, you say their name. And you're like, guys, one more time for yourselves. Make sure you tip your wait staff. You know, you really like flow the show and you like set the tone for the night.
I would love doing that. Like you're like the hype man.
Yeah, exactly.
You're there to just like get everyone, like make sure everyone's ready to be in a good mood, get them primed and ready. Like that'd just be so fun to like.
What people usually what people will tell you is like when you're hosting and you don't have that great of a set, as long as the feature and headliner do fine, like you did your job. You know, you gotta be warmed up. Everybody else, the show is going fine. You know, not that like if everybody else bombs, it's your fault.
No,
but you can affect the show. Yeah. You know, you can affect the show a lot. You set the tone, you set the bar. Usually when I'm featuring or headlining, I'll watch the host and feature set just to be like, all right, this is kind of what they like. This is what they don't. Maybe they don't like dark stuff. Maybe they like the smut, you know? Yeah. And then I'll like, you know, kind of work with that information. But as a host, you're like, you don't know what these people are going to like. No. You just have to like fucking take shots in the dark.
Yeah, see what sticks.
That's why it's kind of nice if you can to have a cleaner, like more safe set.
Yeah. Yeah, but then too, you use like, you say something a little risky and like people are like, ooh, and you're like, oh, you're really not going to like this guy. And then you like kind of just throw it back
hosting is
at
like
him.
the most important skill to have in comedy.
Interesting.
It's the hardest position too.
Do you think it translates into like when you do become a headliner?
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. Becoming a good host is, I think, essential to become a good headliner. I think it prepares you to headline. Because if you think about, somebody told me this, they were like, if you think about comedy as like, you know, the steps you take, you know, like open micer, then you go to like maybe getting guest spots, then you start hosting, and then you start featuring, and then you start headlining, And then what do you do after headlining? You like start hosting shit like the Oscars or like events. Or, you know what I mean? Like TV shows. You know, you'll just go back to hosting at some point after you get like the best, you know, maybe you start a podcast, you know? So like you were always going to have to be good at hosting kind of. And some people think they're above it, but nobody is, you know.
I
you know,
agree.
and I'd always host or open for like one of my pals, you know, if they're like, hey, I'm headlining this club, you want to open for, I'm like, yeah, dude, you're my friend. Like, I'm not going to be like, no, I'm above that. I'm headlining. We're co-headlining, you know. It's like, just, it's a good skill to have. It's a good thing to keep sharp.
Definitely.
That's
I never,
so funny. I feel
yeah,
like
I never knew that.
In my head, that like breaks down.
No,
My
you're
concept of
literally
comedy.
one of the most important parts of the show. And the headliner is just that's whose show it is.
I'm thinking more like I was just thinking of comedy as like you go up, you say your jokes, you say your ha ha he he, and then you get down. But like it's almost like there's positions.
No, yeah, there's
positions.
There's
like in
a
sport.
list of shit to do, and there's a way to do it, and a place for every like thing to do. You know?
Everything there is
Like,
for a reason.
Usually, and like you gotta consider like when they drop the tabs. Maybe they drop the tabs at the end of the headliner set. So maybe you want to say, hey, tip your wait staff like before the feature or after the feature goes up before the headliner. But maybe you don't want to do that because maybe it like breaks the what am I trying to think?
like the flow or
like it kills the energy, you know.
Oh,
like
I see.
usually in between the feature and headliner would be like, hey, give it up for them, they're doing a great job, are you guys ready for that? And then you like keep the energy up. You don't want to be
and
like,
then you're
hey,
like,
give
by
it up
the
for
way-
your headline, he was great, also tip your wait staff, and just to let you know, blah blah blah.
Bathrooms are over there if you gotta
want to
take a
do as
break.
little as you can before the headliner.
Got it.
You
That makes
know?
sense.
Like
I
maybe
feel-
even after your set, just be like, also like tip the wait staff. I usually say it at the end of the show if I'm hosting. I'll be like, hey, if you have a couple extra bucks in cash, like just throw it down. Like you know, like you gotta, because then the staff likes that. You know,
Yeah, and then they want you. And
yeah.
Cool.
That's
I
interesting.
feel like I just got like a huge fucking breakdown of like how comedy
dude.
works, and I had no idea like all the
Like you got
all the different steps, all the
you're
different
running the show as the host.
people.
You are the show as the headliner, and the feature, you're just like, it's like the easiest spot. You're just like, you just have to do like a chunk of stand up.
I've always thought the
Right, when the crowd's already warmed up and hot, and then you're not like, you don't have like the pressure of the headliner.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you're not funny, it's like, oh, it's the opener.
It's almost like
Or you're featuring.
like you start hosting, and that's like, you know, the hardest. And then it's like, oh, you got so good at hosting, you get to feature now. You know, like you get to have like a easier time. And like at a club, you always have to be ready when someone gets off. You can't like wander around or like watch the show with no care in the world. You know, that's why I like featuring, because you can just, oh shit, who's calling me? My father. Should I tell him I pissed the bed?
Yeah.
do it
Again.
Dad, my challenge jar is really full.
Dad, I'm doing a pod right now.
No, I was gonna say I feel like after Jeffrey's podcast, I was like, I want to try stand up again. But now I'm like, I want to try hosting. I'm very big on like,
some people
I like
really like it. Some people love hosting. Like it's fun. and it is, especially at a club like Acme. You have a good set. You know, the crowds are hot. It's a great club.
Yeah.
Well-trained audience.
I love the way you explained how it's benefited you, and that seems so cool to me.
Yeah,
Like, that
Comedy,
this thing-
rules.
The thing that most people forget about.
Yeah.
You know, like I when I think of Jeffrey's show at Acme, I don't think of Ira.
No, it's a thankless
I
job.
can't even remember his name.
No,
exactly.
yeah.
Like, but I remember you and I remember Jeffrey. But like, if he wasn't there, the show would have been completely.
No, I would have had to
Yeah.
cold open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then bring Jeff. You know, two people shows aren't fun. You gotta have a host. Every show, every showcase, every mic. There's always a host. There's always a host.
That's so cool. That's oh, I love that. I love this podcast because like I tried to come prepared to all these, but then we just talk about things that like aren't on my list. But this is so much more. This is so much cooler than what I had. This is way cooler than anything I could have ever had.
Yeah.
I do have to ask, like, do you have anywhere to go? This is like I think we're at like an hour and 20 at this point.
No,
No,
nowhere to go.
Do you want to keep going? We can keep
I
going.
don't care, dude. Whatever you guys
fucking
feel. Yeah.
Does that mean can you keep going?
Dude, I can keep going. This is a big circle back. I think I discovered a new way of like how I can like pee.
Wow.
Huh?
So, all right, let me explain.
I hold it with
the
my
teaser.
left hand.
That's the
instead of
teaser.
my right hand.
I can like dribble it out of my balls like a strainer. That's like a fuck. That's
I call it manually peeing.
So I take my arm and I just go like this. And
I have this pump system with tubes, you see.
No, so State Fair. I've been around the State Fair these last few days, and I've been wearing shorts there with like kind of like looser boxers, and even with like compressions, honestly. And I like went to go pee, and I was like gonna like undo the whole thing and then like, you know, pull it out. Then I was like, I could just like open my shorts.
And
like
the
the leg?
zipper?
No, just
The
like my leg.
Oh.
And I could just do that instead.
Snake it out there.
Yeah, and like maybe like pull it up a little. Like
Yeah.
I'm not that big. Like it's not like, hey, it doesn't just like fall out. Like it's a little, but like it's so easy. I'm like on my phone, like just do a little like thumb action to like,
yeah.
Damn,
and
this
I'm
is the wrong
done.
time to wear
Do a
pants.
jiggle, and it doesn't go like onto like, you know how you get
It'll go
sometimes
down
you,
your leg.
yeah, you jiggle. No, but you like jiggle and it gets on your pants. You're
Yeah,
like, fuck,
yeah.
I gotta walk out and be like, oh, this kid, none of that. Like, yeah, it might hit your leg, but like, who the fuck cares? Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, wipe it
Yeah.
off. Like,
I don't know if I could do that. I just
think
like,
about it. Next time,
I think I would have to like put
like
my
at
leg
home.
up.
No, just at home. Like
Like
where
a
you can
dog.
where you can practice
Like a
safely.
dog on a fire hydrant.
No,
But like if you have stretchy shorts, like if you got like gym shorts on or anything, it's so
Yeah,
easy.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is,
I was mind blown. I was like, this
Wow.
might be something. This might be something.
I think we should all just go back to doing it the fucking pants around the ankles.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Normalize
Kindergarten.
Right on the piss-soaked floor.
Yeah.
Put all your half your
100%.
clothes right on the piss-soaked floor.
I think there's like
Cheeks out.
I think there is like an exact like grade distinction of like when that became not cool to do, and it would just be so funny that like you knew that like you'd walk in the bathroom and then like someone have their pants down, they're just like going at it, and you're like, that is someone who is that old, like
Yeah.
that grade, because like
Yeah.
immediately once you get to like second grade, you're like, dude, that's not cool anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's so weird. Like why would you
Yeah.
ever do that?
Dude, you ever see like a father with his child, and you're like, I hate being in restrooms when there's like a dad or a mom and like their kid in there,
Oh yeah,
you know.
Mm.
And like one time I saw a kid pants all the way down, his dad's pissing with him, and I'm like, you got to nip that in the bud. Man. You're like, what are you doing letting him clown
Well,
himself
I
in
guess
public?
It depends on how old the
He
kid
was
is.
20. No shit.
I was 20.
Dude, I can't remember where we were, what we were talking about, but there was a time where I was like, yo, Zemmy, next time we're like at the bar together or something, like I want to do, like if we both go pee together, like pants around the ankles, piss.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just
Holding
need-
hands.
Yeah, like I just
What?
need that experience. Like
Yeah.
I just think I think I wanted to do it at the saloon. Which
Oh,
is,
yeah.
Do you
like,
know what's best is a naked poop.
Yes,
That's great.
Yeah.
Dude, like just all your clothes off, you know.
shower running like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna get in
You're
the
about
hot
to get in the shower.
Yep.
Yeah.
okay, but have
dude.
you ever had a poop where like it was so intense you had to take off all of your clothes type
Yeah.
of thing?
I've like had to take my
Yeah.
pants off. Like,
Yeah.
just be like, I gotta focus.
Lock in.
Yeah.
Are we pro sleeping naked or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah?
You know?
yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
I feel like, yeah, because I don't know. I feel like not sleeping with pajamas, that's a rich person
Ooh.
shit.
Wait.
not there
Dude,
yet.
You're right.
you know,
Sorry, this is a great question because this is a
Yeah.
fight we make fun of him for all the
Okay.
time because you're the OCD guy.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
feel like
Okay.
you have the authority.
You might
on
line
this.
up though.
all
with
right,
me.
all right.
Outside clothes in the bed.
Like
Yay
go to
or
bed wearing that tonight.
Sometimes I guess,
But
not
is it a
like-
big deal for you?
If I'm like, I like to shower before bed, you know, and then you just to have boxers on or something,
Correct.
you know. I'm like, I'm not gonna get in bed with like my pants on,
Correct.
Okay, but is it a because
but
he
I've
will
done
throw
it.
a fit.
If I'm like, I'm like dirt tired, I just crash, you know, and then I wake up.
But you
and I'm
take
like,
but you take off like your shirt and like your like pants and like you just dive into bed. Like you don't like full swan dive with your clothes.
there's been a few
or,
hard nights.
or will you just
do
like
that.
if in the middle of the day like you
But I
just
don't
got
like it,
home,
you know?
you kind of want to like just chill on your phone like
Yeah, you, like,
pick up
just sit on your
Instagram.
bed.
Yeah, or lay on it. Like,
yeah, I
you'll
mean,
do
if
that.
not, if you're not like sweaty as shit, and like, I mean, I don't feel like I get that dirty, you know.
He won't do
No.
that. He won't.
No.
He's
How
like
often do you wash your sheets?
I'm trying to get like once a week. I'm trying.
Okay, that's yeah. That's
I'm
as often as you
trying
won't
once
do a
or
little
twice a
laundry, I
week.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the laundry. Yeah.
No, I just something
You could
about
probably
it.
go every 3 weeks with the way you treat your bed.
Yeah,
though,
I just
you know?
something about. I mean, I think we chalk it up more than it is. Like I'll
Like,
I'll
if
be
you're
like
taking that
fuck.
good care of your bed where you're not gonna like sit on it with,
Yeah,
with jeans
yeah,
on.
I'll try my
you
like.
don't gotta wash them that often.
Yeah, but like the thought of just like
I sweat. Though, at
people
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. That's what I was about
Like,
to say. Like,
going through a whole day, like taking the bus, getting in your car, walking outside, and then going to the store,
Don't take
and
the
then
bus.
and then just
barely go to the store.
don't do any of that. Don't leave.
I don't walk that much either. I drive everywhere, AC on. Like I'm.
But
yeah, but your car's got to be so
Yeah.
like that's the part I agree upon. Like your car has to be just disgusting.
Nah,
Yeah.
dude, my car is so organized and clean. It's not a
Do you get it
typical
detailed?
Canadian car. No, I have a 2010 Prius. I'm never getting it detailed.
But I
I like keep it clean. You know.
I think the way that it's, but I mean, think about the times where you're in the car waiting for it to cool down, and you're just sweaty still. Like
I got a
getting it
Toyota,
all
dude.
on your seats.
Ice cold AC almost right away. They're bulletproof. They're the best cars.
I'm with you on Toyota gang.
Yeah,
Yeah, Toyota gang
What do
for
you
sure.
got? Corolla.
I got a RAV4.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, RAV4 gang for sure.
I have a mom van,
Nice.
soccer mom. Whip that hoe.
Yeah, dude, I love the Prius. Love the Prius.
Do you like not having? My thing with that is
I
like
got
the
a bed in the
space.
back.
Oh yeah, wait. Actually, this is something I want to talk about.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, what?
Was that real?
Yeah, absolutely. You can like check it out if you
Oh,
like
yeah,
walk into my car
100%.
after this.
Oh,
Wait,
but,
so you
uh,
legitimately have a how? It's a sedan.
Dude, no. Priuses are hatchbacks, bro. If you fold those back seats back, you get like, and then you like put the passenger seat up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
you get like over 6 feet of room. You can fit a pad back there. You
No
can fit
way.
a sleeping bag. And the Prius, this is what's really fucking cool. It saved my life after a gig one time, because they're hybrids, right? So they got that giant, powerful, efficient hybrid battery in the middle of them.
Mm-hmm.
You can run the AC and heat like all night long if you wanted to, in like a climate controlled environment
Mm-hmm.
all night, and you don't use any gas almost, because it's all runs
Yeah.
off the hybrid battery. And when the hybrid battery gets too low, the car's smart enough to kick the gas engine on for like a couple minutes, charge the hybrid battery, then the car shuts off. You're all electric.
Damn.
And I did this gig in Winona, dog shit gig, horrible gig. I hated myself. I wanted to die. And I'm driving home. It was this year, the last blizzard that happened this year.
Oh
the
my God.
real bad one.
no. Yeah.
Great River Road, coming back from Winona,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't make it home. Pulled into a farm, slept in the back.
Toasty warm.
Ran the
Toasty
heat all night. Woke up. I went to bed with a half tank of gas. Woke up with a half tank of gas.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
See-
and like I already had the bed back there. I'm like, oh fuck it, dude.
Well, I
Like,
would have thought that the battery would have maybe like drained a little or drained more because it was so cold. But maybe with the heat
Oh.
going, they kept the battery. I
Mhm.
don't know.
mm,
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying,
That's
dude.
sick. Okay,
Yeah.
and so because when
I
you
wasn't
were
scared of running out of gas. I wasn't scared of like carbon monoxide poisoning. I was, because I was neurotic.
But-
I've never.
That's just you.
Yeah.
but it was it was your.
I mean,
weren't
I
scared,
feel
but
like
you
even if
thought
the
of it.
snow got high enough to cover up the exhaust, probably nothing would happen.
No.
Because the gas engine's only on for like a couple minutes every
Yeah.
like hour.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Huh? Yeah, I'd probably be fucked in my little minivan. For your reference, was it a bit that you were working on? or was
Yeah. I
'cause-
was the bit about like converting the car into camper and saving up to sleep in a
Yeah.
vehicle. Yeah.
Is that like a legit thing you're trying to do?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
Interesting.
I don't
live
know.
out of the Prius.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
Because I'm gonna go.
You could
to,
build
'cause
it out,
I'm gonna,
too.
Well, I'm gonna drive to LA
Mhm.
and in January, like I said, and I'm just gonna like sleep in it when I have to.
Yeah.
You know, I have like people to stay with, and like
Mhm.
Okay.
my buddy's always on the road, and he's like, dude, if you're in town and I'm on the road, just stay at my place.
Mhm.
You know, but.
Mhm.
I mean, the bed's cool to have back there.
Yeah.
You know, you know, even if I'm not living out of it,
Mhm.
even part time, because it's like you're traveling around in a little pod.
Yeah.
You know, like I
Mhm.
could easily just put up all the window covers, completely black it out.
You have
And
window
just-
covers?
Oh yeah, for every single window.
Like, does that come with it?
No, I had to
you-
order them from WeatherTech.
Oh, okay.
WeatherTech's awesome.
WeatherTechs are awesome.
Yeah, you can cover all the windows. I have like window visors so I can crack them a little bit, get the airflow. I got two fans. Got two fans.
All
in
right,
the
I need
back.
to see this when
Yeah,
we
Dude,
we
leave.
yeah,
gotta- we gotta-
I'll show you
I
boys
need
the
a
rig.
Prius
I'll show you.
tour.
I'll show you boys the rig.
I fully support your tricking out that Prius. That's dope.
That's sick.
You could
It's
do
sick,
like
dude.
van living except Prius living.
This is why the Prius is better than the van. First of all, in my opinion, it's small. If you can get used to the cramped space,
Yeah. You have to be
the gas
tactical.
mileage.
Yes, that's actually very
45
fair.
miles of the gallon. 40 to 50 miles of the gallon about. If I'm like doing the city and I'm like driving like, not going real slow and driving not fuel efficiently, maybe like 35.
Yeah.
But that's still like better than
Mine's like 16 on my minivan. That shit
and
sucks.
stealth, dude. If you see a Prius parked on the side of the road, you're not gonna think anything of it.
Yeah.
If you see a
True.
big van with like the fucking topper
Tire,
and the
yeah.
shit and the fucking
Yeah, you're like,
gas
someone's
tanks on
living
the
in there.
back.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're like, someone is sleeping in that van
For
right now.
sure.
So what is this plan? Like, are like, because you're starting to headline like pretty bigger shows now.
Yeah, I usually get hotels. But if I'm like doing a luxury, like if I'm just going, like I'm like, I want to explore a new scene and like crash on a couch and maybe have to sleep in the car a couple times.
Well, and I more meant like, because so you said you went to like North Carolina and like that's easier if you're like, okay, home base, Minnesota. I can just fly home, like my car's there, and then I can fly out to the different places. But now you're gonna be driving.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, hey, I'm hitting all these shows in like Nebraska and Iowa. But, oh, hey, you're in your car.
Yeah.
They need me. They want me in New York.
Yeah.
What then? Like, do you leave your car at someone's house? Like, or are you planning for that? That's like my question.
I would not drive to New York. I would not drive to New York.
That's what I'm saying that's what I'm saying is like, how does that work with your comedy career?
Sure.
In the area that it's at now, where I feel like you're kind of explaining your.
It's easier to get into clubs right now featuring than headlining, right? And sometimes clubs don't put up the features or the openers, right? So it would be like it's just nice to always have a place to stay in an emergency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or if they're like, hey, if you want to do this club, we'll give you this much money. We don't have a hotel, and maybe it's like a ways too far away to where I don't want to drive back that night. I'm like, I'll hit up whoever I know in the area. Maybe I can find a place to crash. Maybe get a real cheap place, or fucking the car, dude.
Dude, with no reason, I think it would just be sick to have that.
Dude, it's
with
so
no,
sick.
With
Dude,
no,
sometimes,
no
literally
need
when
for
the
it.
weather's perfect, or even when it's not, because I have the climate control shit.
Yeah.
I'll just like go into a parking lot. I'll I'll chill in my car and just like, play Skyrim on my Switch.
That's sick.
Yeah. And I just have like a bed back there.
Is it? So do you have an inflatable mattress, or do you have like a?
It's like a memory foam thing, maybe like
nice.
that thick.
Nice.
And then a blanket over that, and then a sleeping bag, black sleeping bag. Everything in it is black, so like, and the windows are all tinted, so like you can't really see anything.
Yeah, you don't even know what's going on in there.
Yeah,
That's so
just
fucking dope.
blackness.
That's so dope. I'm like,
dude, so it's like, oh, and these window covers, one side of them is black, and then the other side is like reflective.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Right?
okay. So they
So
like
like
you
one
can
side,
see out.
if you like put the black to the window, you can't see through at all. I mean, either way, you can't see through. But on one side, you're looking through and it's all black, so it looks like the windows are tinted. On one side, it's reflective, and maybe if it's like real hot out, that'll reflect some of the heat of the sun. You know.
Nice.
That's sick.
Yeah, so it makes it like the cooling more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have all those window covers in and you have the AC on at the lowest and you got those two fans going,
Yeah.
the windows cracked a little bit for circulation, dude. It's like, it's perfect.
balling.
Right there. Yeah.
You're balling.
Yeah.
Dude, I am unapologetically like so into like that like car living life. I don't know why. Like something
it's
about
so
it.
sick.
It's like
it's fun.
I think it would be fun. Like I've always, because like everything I do is on social media, I feel like I might get to a point where I'm like, I got to fucking hard cut off everything. And if I ever get to that point, I think it would be fun to like car live and just drive wherever you want. No responsibilities. Like no.
That's why I want to like just quit my job. I mean, I'm keeping it for as long as I can, but I want the freedom to just go somewhere for 3 weeks.
Yeah, totally.
You know? I want to go to like Austin for like a month or something during the winter.
Have you ever done any shows down in Austin?
Never been to Austin. Never been to Texas.
Austin rips.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Dude, I've
it's
heard.
so
I've
much
heard.
fun. It's so
I've heard
cool.
the homeless people are scary though. I hear they're so aggressive.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's everywhere though. Like sometimes I see people
Oh
around here. I'm
man,
like,
they're very
don't-
docile in Minnesota in the Midwest.
What? I saw a guy like there's this along like Hennepin and Lindale.
Oh, I mean, there's like
this,
crazy people everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's just more where it's warmer.
Yeah.
Like that's where all the like the
yes,
crazy
100%.
aggressive.
You're right.
Like they'll like come up to your car and be like, bom, 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 bom. You're like, yeah, what do you do? Ah, you know,
Yeah,
it's like, Dude, like
Don't do
here
that.
they just like hold signs or they like
Yeah.
wave to you or something, or you just see them sitting around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got yelled at while I was on the bird scooter one time. I was like,
Really?
please leave me. Oh yeah, it was that one time we all rode back from Cowboy Jacks together or from the Twins game together, and I broke off.
Oh
And like,
yeah.
they were just like, this guy was like yelling at me for some reason. I couldn't understand
Yeah.
it, but I was like, I'm just gonna ignore you.
Yeah.
But you're probably right. I think it's probably just they have more in those warmer climates because like
Yeah.
here they
Yeah.
kind of have to disappear for like
Figure it out.
Yeah. figure it out,
Dude,
'cause it's too cold.
nuts. I can't. I don't know how people do it.
going back to the Prius.
So sad. But yeah, the Prius.
I have to know.
uh
Have you smashed in the Prius yet?
No, I did sleep in my old. So it was one of my old cars, a Corolla. Didn't even have a bed in it. It was just back seats. Okay, here's the thing about. I feel like it's car sex is supposed to be unplanned and spontaneous. You know, if you're if you like get into the car and there's already a bed, that's scary.
Yeah. You know, candle burning. You're just
Like
like,
that's like
hey.
not fun. That's not.
we could do it in my car.
I have like shirts hanging up.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, I'll just move
posters.
this shit. You know.
So like if you're on the road, are you worried about like if girls are like you're at a bar or something?
They fucking live there. They got a place.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. But so I feel like girls are more weird about like you could
Yeah,
find.
but they would know what they're getting into. They're like, this guy's on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could.
yeah,
I think you
okay.
could pull up. You could pull off in the Prius.
Mhm.
I think you have to try. Like that would
I
be
don't
my
think you can do it space wise.
That's
It's-
what
it's-
that.
it's like there's like
you'd
that
have to.
much
Well, you'd have to
space.
spoon. You'd be like a spooning.
Yeah,
But
thing.
also
I was-
like
then you're like
Not
I
with
only,
that
I only have like
attitude.
half the bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the bed's like this wide.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
because I have the one of the back seats up,
Yeah.
and then I have like my closet, right? I got like
Mhm.
shirts hanging and like pillows and stuff, and then I got like half of the bed. It takes up the back. Half
so
of
it's
the
not the
car. Yeah, it's not the
full-
full back of the car.
Yeah.
all right.
I think you'd have to like do like a spooning thing and like maybe with like a hookup, you probably won't want to like. I feel like spoon sex is like you're cuddling, you're like liking it, and you're like.
We don't want
Where-
to be
but,
good.
like-
It wouldn't be comfortable.
But
It
with
wouldn't
like
be
a
fun.
hookup, like one night stand thing, you probably aren't trying to like do all that.
I think
but-
that'd be really funny to like
Yeah.
to shoot for the stars on that. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, let me take you
You
back
gotta.
to my place. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, turn on the
Here it
fairy
is.
lights.
Yeah.
They're like, where is it? That building? No, it's
Put on
It's my
KQRS.
Yeah.
Get the mood right. Light a candle. Put in the cup holder.
Do you want a fan on?
Yeah.
that'd be an incredible story.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this dude picked me up at a bar and took me to his Prius.
Very, very romantic night in the Prius.
It was a really nice Prius actually.
Dude, it is cool if you're like parking in a cool spot though.
Mhm.
Like you overlook the city or you're like overlooking
Oh,
like
yeah.
the ocean or something.
Yeah. Oh,
Is it-
you'll have
so,
plenty
like-
of that in like
yeah.
California. If
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
out there.
I'll be able to see it once I see it, but I'm just like is there like above your like isn't the trunk like glass so you can see out the like isn't there like a
Yeah, but
window?
it's tinted.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I got the window
yeah.
cover.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't see it.
But you could see like outwards, and if you wanted to see a good view, you could like kind of.
I mean, I wouldn't use the window covers if I was like in a rural area
Yeah.
where it's like scenic in the woods.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have
Yeah.
the window covers off.
Mhm.
Totally.
But
That's
stealth,
dope.
you know,
Yeah.
on a street or like outside someone's house, you're like
Stealth.
put those
Stealth. I
window
love
covers
that.
up. Yeah, dude.
I love that.
Urban stealth.
Do you have a name
Also-
for your car?
No, I don't do that shit. Never
Got it.
named my cars.
Yeah.
I'm investing eventually in like a battery bank. Like I'm gonna get like a Jackery or something.
Yep.
Like a power bank.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna plug the power bank into the car. So whenever I drive, it charges the battery. And then I got this 12-volt fridge.
Can you do that?
Oh,
like with
yeah.
a Jackery?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
You can charge
That's
it when the
sick.
car is
That's so
driving. And then
fucking
so you have the battery plugged into the car, and then you have the fridge plugged into the battery.
Mm.
And you get the fridge, the 12-volt fridge is so efficient.
Mm-hmm.
You could run it for like 8 hours
Mm-hmm.
or more.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, every time you drive, that charges the battery, which charges the fridge. And then you can just have cold food and drinks anytime.
That's when you trick this thing out before you leave. Like we got to get that fucking
Oh, yeah.
Prius tour.
Yeah,
I gotta see this.
I'll give you the
product.
cribs tour, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I'm bricked for you. I'm
it's
excited
sick.
for you.
Yeah,
That's
I got
so
2
sick.
fishing poles in there right now too because I was fishing today.
Hey, there you
Nice.
go.
Nice. Do you follow so you're from Minnesota. Do you follow anyone like like on YouTube who like does this? Because like I know a guy named there's a channel called Maverick or whatever. He's like from Duluth and he does like exactly that.
I mean like I'll like watch channels and like get ideas of layouts from like other.
He doesn't
people
have
that,
a
like, do car
Prius,
stuff.
but
What does he got?
He has like he has a couple different things. He started with his truck, which is like super easy. He has like
the bed camper thing.
Yeah. He has like what's the like where you can get the cover for your trunk for the truck. The bed.
Yeah, the topper.
So there's a topper, and then he like
you got
tricked
like
it
the
out.
Topper, and then you can get those like camper things that go in the bed of the truck, and then like over the top of the truck.
Yeah, so he just had the topper, and then like tricked it out, and then has like the drawers and like all the stuff
full
and
build,
lights.
Yeah. Eventually I'm gonna take my back seats like completely out, so they're not just folded down.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna build. My friend Max is a carpenter, and we're gonna build like a wood platform with drawers and like locking compartments and stuff.
Sick.
In place of the seats.
All
so
right.
I'll just have like more storage basically.
I want to do that to my RAV4 now.
Yeah, dude, you could.
The battle wagon.
If you look up RAV4 camper,
yeah,
you'll find so many videos.
I know what I'm doing tonight when I go to bed.
and you got the space, you know. You could totally fit in the back of that thing.
Yeah, and if you start to like putting in like different like compartments and stuff, like I got space
build
to like really make it
fans, tint the windows, get window cover. You go to WeatherTech, you can type in like the year, make, and model of your vehicle, and you can just get for like less than $200 like window covers, like I do for every window you have, even the really tiny ones.
Yeah, there's like the
they'll give you
shaped
shit
ones
for everything, so you can totally black it out.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm all right.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
we gotta react to like something like that because I'm very interested in this now too. Like,
yeah, I am.
I don't think I could ever. I feel like the only way I could do this is if I was rich enough to hire someone to like make one of those for me.
Yeah,
because like I know I would fuck. I'm not like that handy at all. Like I know you are.
Yeah,
I'm not handy like that at all.
Yeah.
I would fucking. I would be dead in the first
you
week.
you can just like paint it. You can be in charge of painting.
I'll be there. I'll support. I'll
Yeah.
bring people beer. But
Yeah.
I when it comes to like, like put the hammer in the nail, I'm like,
yeah.
Not
I mean,
how
you
was
probably want to
raised.
build it with screws.
And there it is. That's pretty evident. We have to shoot a Patreon podcast after this. Also, I am about to piss myself.
Okay,
Like,
bad.
I am about to explode.
Yeah, for sure.
My challenge jar is about to be really full. So,
Overflowing.
what do you want to
piss.
shout out?
Me and my friend Max Chapman, we have a podcast we just started called This Is Something Man. So you can follow it on Instagram, and we're starting to post eventually. But we got like a handful of episodes banked.
Fuck yeah.
Spotify,
Apple Music.
We don't have anything live yet.
Okay.
But we have the Instagram account made, and we got the Buzzsprout shit all, and we're like ready to just post shit.
Yeah.
Maybe this week or next week. And James Stanley comedy on like TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah. Go check out his Instagram. Like fucking, I think the bit that you saw, your doctor saying you don't have autism anymore. Bit,
Yeah.
Incredible. It's incredible live. It's incredible on Instagram. So go check that out.
Yeah, I'm always
Follow our
posting
boy.
dates and stuff. Yeah.
And let us know when you're gonna be headlining again. Definitely would love to come out to that.
I'll be in town.
I'm at Acme again in like December.
Bet.
Okay.
December's bad because usually I go home.
Oh, okay.
I'll be
But-
here.
But just
bad.
but
Okay.
let us
Bad.
know. Let us know.
Bad. Okay, cool.
I'd be down to watch you. I want to tell you too. If you don't see me at an open mic in like in the next like 3-month span, I want you to yell at me.
Okay.
Because I want to do it like even if it sucks ass, I want to do it once because I think it's a good challenge for me.
Yeah.
Cool. Guys, thank you for listening to this episode of Last Drop. We will see you guys next week.
Tip your bartender.